Guys, how you doing? It's Matt here, and obviously you're in the lifestyle group this month, and that's absolutely fantastic, and a big welcome to you all. That might be people returning, and it might be for the first time, so listen, the same rule applies for everyone. So I'm going to go through this first little bit, and please watch all this video just to kind of help you in your first part of the first few steps. Okay, so we're not going to start till Saturday, but that doesn't mean you can't start before. What I mean by Saturday is that, so from this weekend, you've given you 2 or 3 days to kind of have a look around, get yourself sorted, choose different things you're going to do, and then kind of we can go from there. So what do you have to do first of all? The first thing is, once you're in the group, if you look around, there's some files. The really important first 2 things to do are as following. Choose the level you want to operate at. You will see that there's different levels in there. There's a red level. That isn't a level to work at. That's an example of kind of where you don't want to be. You know, you kind of you might kind of say, for example, relate to some of it, and that's fine. But if you look, there's an orange level, there's a green level, and an advanced green level. Or, you know, so that's the 3 levels you'll find, and they're labelled as 1, 2, and 3. Whichever one you choose is completely down to you. There is no right or wrong. It's about your lifestyle, where you think you are right now, and what you can achieve, what you think is maintainable, and also what you want to get out of it. So unlike normal PT programs where I say do this, it might not be right for you. So you get the first bit of choice and accountability. If you look through all the levels, it will say, for example, on one side, if you can do this, and this, and this, and the outcomes of those things. Obviously, as you go up the levels, there's more you have to do. There's more you have to be stricter at things and better at things. And obviously, what happens? Your outcomes, they improve as well. Also improve. They're done quicker. But like I say, we're all very, very different. Genetic, hormonal, etc. And you know what? We respond better to different things, and that's just science and life. But the reality is, if you do make changes in the 5 key areas, the key areas being water, nutrition, sleep, exercise, and also stress, if you adapt them and change them, you will feel better. Please be aware as well, to make this work, that they're really important, all 5 of them. So as an example, if you just choose to do 2 really well and neglect the other 3, you'll make changes, but they will slow down. The whole idea of this, it gives away in the title, it's a lifestyle change. For it to work properly, you need to kind of really make changes in all of them, adapt them and look after yourself. Then that makes your body work properly, and then it responds to what you give it, predominantly exercise. So the exercise is probably the easiest one. And what I would say is, if your water's good, your rest is good, your sleep is good, your nutrition is good, your stress levels are checked, and you kind of look after them, the exercise becomes easier, and then the results you want from that, they get quicker. So first thing you got to do, choose the level. Okay, is it orange, green, or advanced? Think carefully of this as well. It sounds not being patronising. You might look at the advanced level and look at all the outcomes and go, oh, I want that. But if you're not willing or not able or don't think you're able to maintain that for the 4-week period, don't choose it. You can always, for example, aim for orange, for example, and take little bits of the green at times and improve the orange you're on. But try and choose a level that you think you can maintain. That's the first thing, really important. And what you must do is then email me. You must take the accountability of emailing me the level you want to operate at. Likewise, in the group, and everything will be done in the group, you can just put a little note saying, I'm going to work at the orange level, green level, and that's fantastic. Next thing, you will then find, for example, some trackers. One's a weekly tracker where you report back to me. And all you do is you take a bit of accountability and you help plan. The whole idea of this is that, for example, you can then basically fill in the tracker. You have to download it or edit it. And real simple, every Saturday, so from this Saturday, you don't do anything. You don't have to send me any trackers. Next Saturday, and every Saturday going forward for the 4 weeks, you then literally just send it in to me, and I need those trackers. 2 things will happen from that. It helps you plan and keep track of what you're doing, and then you can report back into me, and I can just keep an oversee of you and make sure you're okay and look at what you're doing, make sure your calorie intake, your water, stuff like that. And if you're struggling, I can help you and give you some feedback and give you a push and some motivation and give you some advice. And also for you, if you're doing really well, fantastic, and you can see you're on track. And if you have a couple of bad days or a bad week, which you may well do, you can look back and go, do you know what, actually, yeah, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. and maybe I need to up this, and it gives you a bit of a guide and it helps you. So that's one thing. There's a measurement tracker in there. That's really important. Do that now in the next 2-3 days before we start Saturday. So before Saturday, make sure you filled in all your before measurements. That's your weight, all your measurements, everything like that, dress size, jean size, things like that. Get it all done, and then obviously make sure again you send that to me. So the first things are this: get your measurements in, send them over to me before Saturday. Secondly, choose the level you want to operate at and send that to me or tell me before Saturday. That's the first thing. That's all you've got to do. Now, you've got 2 or 3 days. Things like water and exercise and all these things are really key and stuff. The exercise one, guess what? You've got boot camp sessions. You can access them, come along. That's fine. That's an easy one. You know where they are, and obviously you can operate with them. They will also be on the website, and there's a YouTube channel, and you can look there, and it's got some other exercise on there. We'll upload some new ones for you pretty soon. And if you're ever struggling or want to add extra sessions on, you can do them. That's the most important thing as well. Secondly, it's also food. This is key. There isn't a detox. There isn't a kind of go and look at our recipes. They've always been there. Probably if you've been here for 2, 3, 4, 5 months or a couple of years, they've always been there, and they're fantastic. We operate at trying to work clean, and we're trying to operate at working well. What is clean? I'll go into it in more detail, not so much in this video, but basically you've got to try and start thinking about using those kind of recipes as much as you can. If you don't understand clean eating, that's fine, okay? But clean eating really, more than anything, is purely based around looking after your body and not eating shit. Real simple terms. You think, well, that's easy, Matt, but how do I still do that? If you don't know at all and you're finding it really hard, by the end of these 4 weeks, we'll educate you with tools and things to help you with it. But for now, use the recipes. There are hundreds there. They are designed that they're quick, they're easy, they're tasty, and guess what? They're things that you or family, friends, children can enjoy as well. They're not kale and dust, I promise you. There's chocolate in there, there's kind of nuts in there, there's kind of ice creams in there, there's things you probably enjoy and think, wow, I can have that. So this is what you have to do first of all. Get yourself ready for this, all right? And there's some accountability from you, a lot of accountability from you, and I'm here to support you. But I can only support you if you're willing to make those changes and go back to the lifestyle group changes. It's down to you, but you're in a support group. Do your measurements, send them over. Choose your level, send them over. And then start looking at those recipes. So people who contact me and said, oh, what do I buy? What do I need to do? Food shopping. Look for the recipes. Start looking at and picking out and highlighting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever it is, things you like. That's nice, that's nice. Have you got those ingredients? You want to go shopping? Look at the ingredients list. They're the kind of things you'll need in your cupboard for the next 4 weeks to try and cook and eat and enjoy these foods. On another touch on that as well, each week and every 4 or 5 days, I'll put a little topic in which will help you about water, nutrition, and things like to help you. So the videos are really important to watch. I mean, this one's going to take about 9-10 minutes. If you haven't got 9-10 minutes to watch a video which is here to support you and look after you, then guess what? You're not going to do very well on this. You know, you have to kind of take some time for yourself and take some accountability. It's about learning, educating, and supporting you. So that's it for now. I'm not going to overload you. Welcome. Give it your best shot. There's one thing guaranteed with this, I promise you. Guaranteed. If you are willing to give this a big go and give it 100% effort, and guess what? You might drop off every now and then. That's fine. It's real life. This isn't kind of strict. These are guidelines and a support mechanism to make you achieve. But if you stick to this, and if you kind of really give it everything you've got, and if you fall off the bandwagon but jump back on again with my support and keep communicating and keep talking and use a group and helping support from everyone, you will succeed. And when I say succeed, this is the biggest thing as well. Success. What is success? It doesn't matter what someone else does. If you lose pounds, great. If you lose weight, great. If you put on some extra muscle gain, great. If you improve your sleep, great. If you increase your energy, great. If you get stronger and fitter, great. It's a lifestyle change. The more success you get in the 5 key areas, you will adapt better, get better, feel better, educate yourself better, and then be able to maintain something which isn't unmaintainable. You've chosen what you want to do, and each month, if you carry on or going away from here, you will know how your body works better, you'll get it working better, and then changes that you want won't just be short term, They'll be initially short-term, this 4 weeks, you'll see them, but you can maintain them the following month or the following month, and dare I say, and this is truth, make it a lifestyle.